Welcome to Connected Media Europe at BVE 2018. I'm joined by Jeff Kember, Technical Director, CTO Office at Google Cloud. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for sponsoring our studio, and of course you're a panelist and a speaker at BVE. You've been talking a bit about Media Archive. Can you tell us more?
Certainly, yes. For customers that have large multi-petabyte archives or even just a few hundred terabytes that are sitting on LTO that they don't have frequent and regular access to, but may need randomly to get at different data, we're encouraging them to move it to the cloud, and then they're able to have access to it on a millisecond basis. We can also use our Video Intelligence API or a custom model that they create themselves with TensorFlow, our open source package, which enables them to be able to have a model that gives them access to any of the imagery or content that they've stored. This is especially useful if you're in a broadcast capacity and you just have no idea what you might want next.
Yeah.
I have visited some facilities where there's literally a cabinet with hard drives in it with post-it notes and handwritten notes, and the people who wrote those notes aren't here anymore.
Yes.
So the consistency of the metadata may not be high, and the ability to have consistent metadata across your entire archive, and for even the longest term cold line storage that we offer, being able to get back at that data in just a few milliseconds, and at the same time have the capacity to serve that anywhere on the planet at line rates, so you don't have to worry about moving it to another subsystem and then getting it. You can serve it directly from our cloud.
Right. It's very exciting.
It is.
What about customers who are hybrid cloud users? What do you offer so that they can access their data?
Certainly, yes.
In the same way?
For hybrid cloud users, there's a few different options. If you have data sets that you want to use on-prem and in the cloud, there's different file systems and synchronization technologies that we offer. We also offer the ability to have remote desktop capability. And the interesting part with that is that you can spin up a GPU with a remote streaming technology that lets you have a Windows or Linux VM, and you can use a variety of solutions, including Teradici, which allow you to be able to have a remote session. And the fun part about this is that desktop that you're using is in the cloud, and it has sub-millisecond access to the data that you have. It can be highly performant. It's economical as well because we charge by the second for it, and you can choose any machine shape size you want. So if you want a few cores or many cores or a little bit of RAM or a huge amount of RAM or one GPU or several GPUs, you can attach the GPUs to any size and shape machine within some shape limits that we have and stand that up and use it for the period of time. So we're seeing significant adoption in areas of media where people need to say, well, I have a very large problem I have to solve, but I can't deploy a bunch of RAM to a whole bunch of machines, or I need more processing power on this one workstation to get this specific job finished, or conversely, I wish to hire 40 additional employees for a variable period of time, and we want to be able to use thin clients to be able to deploy workstations to those customers, but they can do so remotely, as opposed to having to have a stack of workstations that they have to maintain. They can simply have a disk image that they have in the cloud, and they can spin up as many as they need for that workforce.
Well, it's great to hear all of these exciting developments. Thank you very much for talking to us about Media Archive and everything else you're doing. And we hope you're back next year and you'll tell us more.
Great, happy to. Thanks for today.